What's going on, guys? I wanted to make a new updated shop guide for everyone out there that's new to the game. You're just now coming back, or if you've been playing and you've kind of forgot what is the priority that you should be looking for and grabbing. Well, here you go. We're going to start with the mystery store. The very first thing you're going to buy every single day is going to be exploration guides. You want to only use these on the days for gear that you need. So how do I know what days I'm going to use those? You're going to come down here. You're going to go and click this. Bam. So for me, I need accessories. So I'm going to go and pop all my explorations on Saturdays so I can get an accessory that I need. If you need a weapon, then you go for the weapon. You do it on Friday. You're going to go ahead and that's going to be part of like your suite. You have an option to use your exploration guides to give you more energy to go for the gear that you need. The other thing in here that you could look for is getting a Primal Amber. It's going to be 1,000 diamonds every single month. Once a month, you will run out of these. I've ran out of them. So it's not a bad pickup whenever you have a decent amount of diamonds on your account, and it won't hurt not having 1,000 on you. I don't recommend buying the daily summoning ticket. This will drain you pretty fast. We don't want to spend diamonds on normal summon. Next up is the arena store. What I recommend here is going to be picking up this Cleo whenever you can daily. This is going to be very, very important, getting her to diamond. This will allow you to go ahead and have a star resonance limit at diamond. So your first diamond mage will be Cleo more than likely, or if you can help it, it should be one of your SRs. So you're doing your codex and being proactive on your account. But if not, then you'll have a diamond SSR for free. Well, not for free, but over time, you'll be able to have a diamond SSR. The other thing that's really important here is making sure you're getting your 30% off monthly mythic summoning tickets. You have to pick these up. So if you're, okay, so I don't know if I'll be able to get these and buy the Cleo every single day, and that's fine. If you are unsure of how much coins you're getting per day or per week or per month, then go ahead and only focus these first, and then you can start picking up your Cleos whenever you feel comfortable. To get this currency, it's going to be the arena. So making sure you're doing your 5 free a day. Other than that, I don't recommend anything else. Moving on to the Divine Realm store, it's going to be the same thing with Cleo. You're going to be buying these Medusa shards every single day. You're going to get a Ranger class to diamond for free, picking up the Gorgon shards every single day. I do recommend picking up this dust as well for 500 every single day whenever you can. As you progress in the game, you're going to be upgrading your artifacts that you're mainly running on your teams, and you will run out very, very quickly. Same thing with the horns. You're going to buy these every single week. You get to buy about 3 a week, I believe. So buy these out, pick this up, and buy your Medusa shards daily. Your guild store. Your goal is to buy out all the weekly dragon blood. So make sure you prioritize this first before you start picking up dailies. I do recommend picking up dailies once you have your dragon blood done, or you know for sure that you will be able to get all of it and your daily. For the guild coin currency, that's going to be the guild boss, the big dragon that you're fighting. That's where you're really going to get a bulk of your guild coins. After you do your dragon blood, go ahead and just buy the dragon that you're running as your main dragon. That's what I recommend. For the treasure store, I honestly recommend buying these crystals. It's going to be 900 a day. It seems pretty expensive, but again, upgrading your artifacts are going to be a really big thing on your account. And so for a free-to-play player, as long as you're not wasting your diamonds in most places outside of your dailies and your daily shop, you should be fine. Probably the most important one is going to be the gear store. This one right here in the beginning, it's okay to flesh out your first team with making sure they all have purple gear on. After that, what you really need to focus on is hunting down the weapon and the accessory, the best in slot one for your units. I never really recommend you ever grabbing anything else besides the weapon and the accessory. And let's say you've already done everything for the accessories for the week, and now you're waiting and you have currency and you want to pull on something. I recommend you don't. You just wait for the weekly reset so you can put all that excess currency that you do have right back into what you're actually hunting and looking for. In the Luminary store, you're going to have these slimes. This is off of you summoning. You need to make sure you have enough for the golden slime and enough for the 50% off monthly. After that, you're just going to save again and making sure you have another 120 ready for the next month. Other than that, I don't really recommend anything else in here unless you are like a high spender and medium spender. Then you could target your fodder. Like this will only give you mage, guardian, warrior. I never recommend grabbing these normal summoning tickets. For your magic shop, this is going to change daily. I would only recommend you grab your best in slots for your team, nothing else. And the last shop we are going to go over in here is going to be the friendship store. I used to believe that you should only save and wait for your Oberoni or your Sig. That's really not the case. You don't have to. What I recommend here, you save your currency later on in the game. What you will run out of gold, you'll run out of XP. You're going to be hunting for dust. You're going to want some rune shards to help you top off the upgrades, getting all of your oaths to 25. I say save your currency here. I don't mind you spending 120 on a ticket weekly, but for the most part, you're going to come and spend it on your gold or XP whenever you need it. Now we have to go and talk about the PvP shops. So the first one we're going to talk about is going to be Arena. In Arena, you're going to have a store and a reward. So this store we already went over. That's with the arena coins. As you can see here, the arena store. Here, you're going to have rewards. It's kind of a shop as well. This is a one-time shop. So once you buy something, that's it. You want to, in the beginning at least, you want to make sure you're grabbing anything and everything that you can to progress you in the game, to launch you forward and get you ahead of players. After a while, some of this stuff won't look that enticing on your account. It's all up to you. And as you get a higher rank, let's say I get to rank 9, I will then be able to buy this stuff with my currency. In your points league store, what I recommend is for you to really hunt down your dragon. You want to evo your dragon as soon as possible. And then you can start looking for your second evo. And then this will be your third evo. I only recommend grabbing stuff like that. I would also say if you're not in a really strong guild, I would hold all of this currency and really go for these Evo stones. This will be a surefire way of making sure you have them on your account to evolve your dragon. If you are in a good guild and you guys are killing all of the guild bosses in the expedition, then you're not going to really be needing intermediate Evo stones like that, because you will be getting one minimum once a week. But if not, make sure you're saving for these stones. In the advanced store, what I recommend for a new player not to really touch anything here. Once you're in the mid level around the 5 million mark, you're then going to be wanting to evolve your dragon into the third stage. And that's when you're going to be coming here for the prime Evo stone shards. And you're going to want to be buying these out weekly. The diamond stars are going to be upgrades for your black dragon, your pumpkin knight, things like that. It's going to be the Holics star upgrades. We also have the God King Clash. I really like this shop. I'm not going to lie to you. You can get EX shards for the God King Apex coins. You can also pick up units that you own or don't own with the God King coin. You get a lot of coins pretty easily. So if you want to go ahead and get dupes of characters, you want to progress getting dupes, you want to pick up a new unit, you can go ahead and use it here. I don't recommend getting worm or shards. I think this is going to be a waste for you. I would really hold off. I would recommend you be cautious of the diamond crystals. You're going to need this for divinity. On my account, we already have a divine and I am working on her divinity. So I am saving my coins or some more divine crystals. Last but not least, we have the Cloud Clash store over here. What you're going to be really wanting on your account are these two curated Holics. These Holics you can only get from here, so make sure you're getting them. They're going to be completing a set for you, so you need to make sure you have both of these on your account. These will refresh weekly. I recommend you could get the mandrakes to increase your Holics strength. I do recommend doing that actually for certain ones. The only certain ones I would recommend is going to be your Black Dragon, your Pumpkin Knight, the Ares, and the Medusa. Those are going to be your most important ones. Why is that so? Medusa is going to give your archer crit. So is going to be the Ares. And your Black Dragon is going to just give you overall crit on your account. And Pumpkin Knight is going to give you attack on your account. The other Holicans that I would suggest upgrading and really focusing on are going to be the ones that are going to give you penetration. That's going to allow you to really do a lot more damage. But those are the main ones that I would focus on for just overall attack and overall crit rate for your Ifrit. If you're not running Ifrit or Jing or a Hunter as your main DPS, which is kind of hard to do unless you're like a Gabriel main, take what I just said with a grain of salt. I will be including the current event limited time store over here. What I recommend all the time is just getting your Mythic summoning tickets, not grabbing anything else, not being swayed by anything. Level 2, you're going to grab your Mythic summoning tickets again. I did grab the faded summoning tickets. Your boy is always broke on diamonds. So if I can do anything to help me with the diamond scarce, I went ahead and grabbed this. My next 600 will be going to these Mythic tickets. I'm not going to lie, if you do have extras and you don't feel like picking up these Mythic tickets, I won't be upset with you if you go for the random whelping shards. This can, it's like RNG, you're gambling to try to really push your dragons ahead. And that's what I did. I was the very first free-to-play player with like evolved dragons. I did it pretty fast, and I did do it with this right here. Other than that, if you're free-to-play, a low spender, you're not going to have a lot of currency to be buying anything else. But let's say you did unlock the level 4 shop. Of course, it's a golden slime here. After that, it's pretty much up to you because you're a whale. Last but not least, we're going to go over the Golden Leaf store. This is going to be probably the most important store. This will brick your account if you are being silly in here, buying like EX shards. Please help me doing that. For the most part, we're going to ignore all the EX shards. This is just bait. It's really just trying to bait you out. Same thing for the artifact here. You're never going to buy any of this as a free-to-play low spender. Do not do it. Same thing with the diamond stars. I showed you earlier, another store you can buy these. So it's not worth the golden clovers. The very first things you should be buying are going to be your Calamity Holicans. It's going to be the Black Dragon. He's going to give your account attack percentage. The second thing should be the Pumpkin Knight. You're going to go ahead and pick that up. The third thing is what I suggest. It may be a worm spell depending on what worm spell's up. You're going for best in slot. That's what you want to do. So make sure you're doing that. And as you see here, like we're looking at this one, is 4 locks. So you can slot in 4 other things in here. And then moving back to Calamity Holicans after you do your worm spells, or you have some extra ones on you, or maybe there weren't any really good worm spells for you, I would recommend going for the Titan. He will give your account HP. And the Hydra is really like a last resort thing, which I kind of like with Ober, but I do plan on replacing Oberoni, so I don't think I'll be valuing dodge that highly anymore. I will say for all of the Golden Clover events, there's going to be a treasure hunt pack, 30% off. It's going to be for the Dragon Crystals, the Horns, and the, what's the other mat? It's Horns, Dragon Crystals, and Potions. Yeah, Potions. There's going to always be a 30% off. For the most part, 99% of the time, I do recommend you pick these up. It's going to be worth it. But that's going to be all of the shops for all the new players out there, or what we should be looking at. Now, of course, take this with a grain of salt, everything I told you to buy for the most part. If you are in a different position where you don't need to prioritize certain things, don't prioritize it. Make sure you're saving your diamonds. Diamonds, they come and they go very, very fast. So please be careful with your daily spendage and just make sure you are progressing to get those diamonds back on your account. We need to be saving them for like Talos, like all the summons. Please do not get baited by the rerun summons. I will see you guys in the next video, and hopefully I will have more than 8,000 diamonds on me.